17th of December, 1823. Rose at 8:30, very vexed. Could not find the key of the counting-house for some time. After a little bustle with some men moving the goods of Mr. L., found it. Busy all day in the counting-house, clearing away, etc. Wrote, went up to dress myself at 8:30 to go to the ball at the West End, Brewer's Street, to celebrate the marriage of Miss Nathan and Mr. Brougham. Left Hayden Square at 10:15. As we, for George Henry was with me, passed through St. Paul's Churchyard, a sudden gust of wind, the night being dreadfully stormy, took my hat off. I had to run after it to the end of the churchyard, to no small amusement of the spectators, such as there were. However, I gained my hat, but I lost a fine lot of cigars, which I had in it. I had nearly lost my handkerchief and shoes, and so I should have done had not George Henry been with me, and who took them out of a fellow's hand that had picked them up. All being right, with the exception of a little mud on my hat and hands, we took a coach and arrived at Willis Rooms by 10:30. Danced, walked, and talked till 4:00 in the morning. We then took our leave after having spent a very agreeable evening, or rather morning, trifling with the girls, some of whom were very pretty and communicative. I led a dance with the bride, and joked with the bridegroom. Took a comfortable walk home, and, I may say, a very pleasant one, it being one of the finest mornings I or George ever beheld. We could not but contemplate the beauty of nature, which looked particularly interesting in Leicester Square. The stillness of the morning, the moon and stars shining, after such a boisterous evening, could not but add to the grandeur of the scene. We felt ourselves elevated, and both of us acknowledged the wonderful works of the Creator. We then proceeded through Covent Garden. There again we stopped to pay tributes of gratitude to the industrious laborer, or rather gardener, by acknowledging his early rising to contribute to our wants the luxuries or necessities of life. The vegetables there looked as fresh as if they were just plucked from the bed, and smelt as such. Took a glass of raw brandy in Fleet Street, and arrived home by 5:00. Got in after ringing and knocking a few times. Ate a hearty supper, and retired to rest past 5:00.